Right now, though, it's the moment of truth. We've been giving you clues, haven't we, throughout the show? Have you guessed that the next Dancing on Ice contestant is... It's Amber! Amber Davies, come in. Come. It's so nice to see you. You're very brave.
Thank you for having me.
Very brave to be doing that. Have a wee seat.
Oh, thank you.
I
Well,
know.
it's out there now.
It is. How are you feeling about it?
Do you know what? I've been in this Dancing on Ice bubble.
Right.
And today it feels real.
Right.
Now I can't go back.
No, you can't.
It's happening.
It's out there. Can you actually ice skate?
No, so I can count on one hand how many times
Oh.
I've actually ice skated.
Right, because did your dad not say you weren't supposed to ice skate? He wasn't really happy.
Yes.
When you were little, I mean.
When I was younger, because my dream was to be on stage,
Yeah.
my parents always used to say, just in case, you know, we won't let you go. And then in secondary school, all of my year went skiing and I was the only person that didn't go because my parents thought, well, it's too dangerous and she wants to be on stage.
So what if, you know, you have re-accident? They didn't want that to happen to stop your dreams.
Just in case.
Maybe they were wise in a way.
I
Because
know.
how do they feel about it now, though?
I was just saying, I'm 27 next week and I was still asking them for permission. I said, Mum and Dad, would you mind?
Okay?
And they were like, you'll be in safe hands. You know, I'm going to have an amazing pro who I don't know yet.
Yes.
But
And you up for everything?
I
Are you up
am.
for even that mad headbanger thing that just, oh my Lord, and you don't get to wear a cap? That there, yikes, Amber. Are you going to do that?
someone said, do you want to do the headbanger? I said, I'd love to get that out in week 1 if I can.
Right, just get it out the way in some ways.
exactly.
But look, you're going to have a lot on your plate because it's wonderful. You've got this this new job as Pretty Woman.
Vivian
now,
Ward.
that was a big deal, wasn't it, to get that part?
I think for me, I'd been gunning for the role for so long because it came to town, it came to the West End in 2019.
That's
And I'd
right.
gone in for it, but I was just so young, Lorraine, you know?
Right.
And now I'm older and wiser. I never could have played that role at 22.
That's interesting and good that you
Yeah,
recognise that.
yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, your mum was a bit pleased. Here's her reaction when you got the part.
I got it!
Well done, you little superstar.
That's great to have their support like that. But you have, I mean, you've springboarded. In fact, to be honest, I think most people forget you were in Love Island. But that was a good way of getting attention, of being able to say, hello, I'm here, and I want to be in the West End, and this is what I want to do.
Well, do you know what?
And then it
Actually,
all
saying that,
happened.
I was surprised. I was elated and over the moon when I even got the call for Dancing on Ice because I hadn't been on telly in so long.
Right, OK.
I thought that kind of ship had potentially sailed.
Because you were concentrating on the West End
Because
career.
I
which is what you want
picked
to
my
do.
path and I
Sure.
thought, and I've been working hard. And when I spoke to the producers and I said, you know, why me? They said, because you're doing so well in your industry. And,
Right.
and for in that moment, I really did feel like my hard work is paying off. You
I'll
know?
tell you what, I've always said this, and I've said it to you many times,
Yeah.
but the West End, if you can do that, you can do anything. Because you have to work your butt off.
I know.
You know, there's no hiding place.
And
There really isn't.
That's why I feel like, although I'm doing Pretty Woman and Dancing on Ice pretty much at the same time.
Oh, Amber, geez.
I know. Doing 8 shows a week, you have to be mentally and physically prepared. And I think they're going to go hand in hand quite well, especially with stamina and things like that.
Because you need to have the stamina of a pit pony. You have to be on it. You really do.
Yes.
Now, I was talking to Melinda Messenger, and she met her man while she was doing SAS, and you met your fella when you were doing Back to the Future,
Yes.
didn't you?
Yes,
That's
Ben.
fantastic. So you both know what's required of you. You get, you know, you have that shorthand. He knows what you're going through. You know what he's going through. It's good.
He's my #1 fan, and when
More
I said
than your mum.
more than my mum. No one could be more than my mum. But he takes everything in his stride, you know. We look after each other,
Yeah.
and that's the main thing. But he's so happy for me.
Oh,
I
it's
think he
great.
thinks I'm crazy,
Yeah.
and he'll be watching me on the ice like that. But he's just so amazing.
Well,
I'm
you
so
have to
lucky
be-
to have him.
You have to be careful when you're doing this dance noise. Do not get injured, for goodness sake.
I said I will be wearing a helmet,
Yes.
knee pads,
Yeah.
elbow pads until the very first show.
Okay, because you want to be safe. You really do.
Yeah.
And Kim Kardashian popped in to see you, didn't she?
She did.
She did. When, was
The
that
big
was that
moment.
Back to the Future? Was that?
That was Back to the Future, and we met her in the interval, and
Was that weird?
I'm a huge Kardashian fan, and
So
I
that was
always
quite-
have been.
yeah.
You know, it's like when I met Dolly Parton in 2018.
But you're allowed to call her Dolly.
First name terms.
You did name fine. Of course, I remember that. That was incredible.
But I just said, people always said to me, oh, what was Kim like? What was Kim like? And she was just in mum mode.
Right.
Her son Saint was there, and she was just mum mode, so normal. And although I had no expectations, she exceeded them all.
Well, that's very good to hear,
Yeah.
because sometimes meeting your idols is not the best idea in the world.
Yeah.
I'm glad it worked out. Now, look, you be careful doing Dancing on Ice, right?
you.
Keep all that, the helmet, everything.
Let's see if I'm like taking 1 week at a time, see if I can get through the first week first.
Well, you're a grafter, so you'll put your heart and soul into it, and I think you'll do really well. And Dancing on Ice, it returns in January, but obviously you'll be starting rehearsals fairly soon, I would think.